Fifth episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Woo! First of all, before I go into three highlights and three characters I want to highlight, first of all, there is a mid-credit scene. So this is the first episode. This fifth episode is the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier that features a mid-credit scene. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. So three highlights for me. One, that incredible scene between Isaiah Bradley and Sam. That dialogue, that exchange raises obviously serious issues. It's great to have that serious discourse about racism in America. I particularly enjoyed when Sam said, like, don't give me that bitter old man stuff, which was really great. So they gave it to each other, which was really cool. Sam really is standing up as a strong character, obviously in general, but really in that dialogue, that interchange between him and Isaiah, it was really great to see him not back down, you know, in that conversation. Two is it's not so crazy, but just the whole shipbuilding experience where out of nowhere we get to see Bucky come in, help with the shipbuilding experience. Also to see Sam really leveraging the social capital that his parents have built in that community and people coming to help. It's really great to see all of that coming together. Of course, it's amusing as well to see Bucky, you know, as Sam's like trying to get, you know, that piece of metal off of the side of the boat and then Bucky just rips it away. Which also I have to tell you, one thing I just found so amazing, so hilariously like insightful was he said, why don't you just use the metal arm? He could have just, when he tightened that thing, like why did you use your right hand? I don't even think about it, which is so funny to some degree, and maybe people out there, like maybe it's a retcon, like why haven't we seen him in other battle scenes using his metal arm more frequently? As he says, I'm a right-hander, I just go with my right, which is so hilarious and so interesting now to go back and think about other, I don't know if that's a retcon, but to go back to other fight scenes in Falcon Winter Soldier and seeing what was going on. The third is that really fascinating scene, the whole development at the end. Both you get to see Winter Soldier interacting with Falcon, where Sam says, and obviously Sam is bringing his background and sort of dealing with soldiers, of saying, you're not amending, you're avenging. And you really have to do the work. Also, the really incredible scene is saying, look, Steve's dead. We're here. Don't worry about what other people think. And it's not other people that make you. You have to deal with this stuff on your own. Really incredible scene. But just as much as Sam is giving Bucky development, you know, personal development stuff, we see Sam also working, developing his physical skills with the shield, which is really awesome. I will say those are my three highlights, which really aren't that action-y. This series has really featured a lot of really great action scenes. That first episode, all the flying maneuvers, which was really movie level, like really well done. Here, what we see is, we get this action fight scene with John Walker at the opening of the episode, and yet that almost seems to be like the least interesting aspect of this episode. This episode has so much going on with it, including characters. So here are three characters that I just found really interesting. Obviously, Sharon Carter, we see that she has something to do with number 2, which is Batroc, right? So Batroc is involved, which is great to see him. Yes, he was in Winter Soldier, and now we saw him in the first episode, and he's back, and he has something to do with Sharon Carter. Whether she is involved with the power broker is unclear, but clearly she is able to connect Batroc with Carly. And the third, oh man. Okay, so when we see those heels approaching John Walker, you think, oh, someone serious, someone really, you know, got a lot of power, really a tough demeanor. Who is it? It's the diminutive Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And she's funny because, like, she's supposed to be this, like, she comes off as she's, like, a powerful, super serious person, but she has this, just, like, this humor to her, which is, it adds some levity to the entire episode overall. We don't really get a lot of funny stuff throughout. Of course, we get that moment when Bucky seems to be flirting with Sarah and Sam says, don't flirt with my sister. But aside from that, it maintains a fairly serious tone throughout, but Julia Louis-Dreyfus sprinkling in some humor and levity into that character and what that can do for John Walker. So really, really fantastic. I mean, look, it is a lengthy episode, okay? Hour long on Disney Plus. Yeah, that includes the credits, but hour long. This was pretty much a mini movie. It was really exciting to see. Really great character development. And I'm both excited and not excited about next week's episode because I'm very excited about how they're going to deal with this stuff and pay it off. I'm also sad because we're going to see this series come to a close. But, you know, it's 2021 and we have a lot more MCU coming on its way. And so I'm very excited for the season finale. And thank you. So that's what I've got for now. And thank you so much for watching.